Hello and welcome to Module 1, which will be the foundations. So in this module, we're going to be understanding the fundamentals of GPT for business analysis and building the skill needed to transform raw data into actionable insights. So what does actually a business analyst do? This course, I want to let you know, is not about teaching business analysis. This is just taking your knowledge of if you know about business analysis and then kind of leveraging GPT into 10xing it. On the off chance, if you don't know, the goal is to turn raw data into decisions. So you get tons of data coming in and you have to convert it into a format that allows you to make actionable decisions. These data can come in CSVs, PDFs, etc. You have to find patterns and risks across multiple products, operations, and customers. Data like customer engagement could be used to understand retention and maybe where you need to improve. And it's not just about finding these insights, it's about communicating them through memos, through different channels that your company might use in order to have this communication of these insights. And we're going to learn that in this lesson on how to write those memos. What is the best way to put forward leveraging GPT? So how does GPT accelerate your day as a business analyst? So it's not an exhaustive list. We're going to just look at a few examples. So with CSV and PDF data, they could be hundreds of pages long, right? So you have to read them and kind of go to page 52, get the insight, and then put it somewhere. With GPT, you can just upload large chunks of CSV, comma-separated values, and PDFs, and chat with it in terms of getting that right insight. No need to manually go. You can draft deliverables. Normally, you sometimes need to know how to run Excel, to know how to code. Excel was the biggest unlock. 1 billion people use it to basically bring value to business operations. Now you don't even need Excel. You can just basically leverage GPT to make these charts and different things. And GPT is also going to help you draft memos, presentations, slides, and then refine them. This slide that I'm using is made by an AI. Not GPT exactly. GPT helped me a little bit, but it's made by an AI. Finally, you can visualize your findings, as I was talking about Excel. You can convert them into pie charts, into line graphs, and clean artifacts. All right, so we're going to run a quick demo. So we're going to get our hands dirty initially. And we're going to give you one file, which is the customer engagement data.csv. And the goal is to create an executive-ready report with visuals and no bar charts, of course. And so the flow will be, we'll upload, we'll give you a prompt to run, and we can review insight, and then we can export PDFs. So this is going to be about this process of having the prompt, having the data, and then running it. Okay? Hello, now we're going to create this report in front of us. It's a customer engagement report. It has charts and data analysis and key metrics, and it has recommendations and how to measure them. So it came out of this brainchild of this prompt where you upload data to GPT, and then it basically runs this whole prompt and creates insights. So the data looks a little bit like this. As you can see, it's a bunch of CSV values. So it's comma separated. You have IDs and then age and group. So we're not going to chat about the data, but the amazing thing is you can chat about the data, kind of get the insights, and then kind of ask it to do it. So we're just going to do a one shot. I'm going to upload the data, and I'm going to copy this prompt, and then just leave it here, and let it do its magic. There we go. So it's going to first think about this, and then analyze it, and then do it. As you can see, it got the distribution of the different scores across different age groups. As you can see, 35 to 44, not doing really well. 18 to 24 is doing really well. Just further analyzing. See, the highest conversion is 45 to 54. While the lowest is this. which is interesting because the people that come the least have the highest conversion, which is very interesting. And there we go. It kind of gave you some recommendations and some insights. You can see it's high conversion, low satisfaction score. So it's kind of all these metrics that you can basically kind of have. And then we're going to ask it to convert it to a PDF. Maybe if you want to change something, you can kind of ask it to do, but we're going to convert it to a PDF now. So these memos can be a PowerPoint, it could be a PDF. We're just kind of showing you PDF right now. And there we go. So let's download it and open it. And there you go. There is a rough summary. Oh, it did not add the chart. So there's two ways to do this. You can just go to your old prompt and be like, oh, did it not even make the charts? Oh, sorry. I want you to create the charts regarding conversion, visits, etc. There you go. We're going to send it again. Because I remember asking it to... There you go. It did make charts, but I think it forgot to add them. Okay, let's give it a shot now. There we go. Satisfaction of scores. It's not the most pretty looking, but you kind of get the idea. There we go. Average sessions, as you can see now, it's visual. Duration is very low. Conversion rate by age group. Maybe you can create a metric that kind of compares a ratio between all of these. Maybe you can hit it there. But yeah, so this is what it made, and you were able to send it across different channels. But we're going to talk a little bit about what made for a good prompt. So the prompt I gave you, it was well done because it kind of told different things to do to GPT, and it followed those things effectively. So you gave it context, you told it different tasks it needs to do, and the constraints. Like, no, don't make a bar chart, because I didn't want a bar chart, basically. So let's look at the context. So analyze this particular file. Task, create an executive summary, analysis, visuals, insights, recommendations. You can change that. You can add whatever you want. And then constraint is use pi and line, and only 3 top insights, not more than 4. It's not going to even know. So in the next chapter, we're going to do a deep dive into structuring our prompt the best way we can. So we're going to also do citations, so we can basically tie all the data back into an analysis. Citations are necessary for if you're using multiple data sources or you're using the web. But now we basically have our engagement report. How can you share this? You can share this via email, share it Slack, archive it into your knowledge base. But the idea is like you have so much power if you're using GPT and using that to create executive summaries. So module 2 is all going to be about document ingestion and insights, where you're going to be understanding different visualization techniques, etc. And we're going to build this step by step. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you.